What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Will back again, here to do some pitcher projections. Today is Friday, September 12th, and we got a full slate of games, including the matchup of the day, uh, Baltimore versus Toronto. You got Trevor Rogers versus Chris Bassett. Should be a good matchup. Um, Coming in at our top five pitcher Ks playing today. Coming in at number one, you got Tarek Skubal with the Tigers with 222. Number two, you got Yamamoto with the Dodgers with 177. Number three, you got DeGrom out in Texas with 169. Number four, Shane Bass in Tampa with 164. And rounding out the top five, you got Kikuchi with the Angels with 163. All right, before we get into the review of yesterday's results, I'm gonna ask you to like, comment, subscribe. There's a couple ways to get my picks. Join the Dub Club. Use code UNK UNK. You get half off your first month, and the YouTube executive tier. Link in the description. All right, let's get to it. To review, it was only 9 games yesterday, and we were 11 for 17 for 64%. Not a bad day, but let's look at some of the sellers. Um, and if you look here, it was all on the overs and unders. I was off with Smith. He hooked us. Javier, I faded him. He went over. Williams faded him, went over. Peterson, same thing. Everybody I faded went over. So I was off on my unders yesterday. Um, but 11 for 17, decent day statistically. Our live parlay build, it was going good until, like I said, my unders, man, they all went over. So I fucked that up. My bad. Pie to the face. The pick of the day, Bryce Miller. Like I said, he overperformed. That was crazy. Yeah. So, but some parlays that hit, the safe play hit. Dub Club members, safe play hit. And if you remember yesterday, I did the parlay plays. If you played all of the safe ass picks from the projections yesterday, that also hit. So a 5 leg and an 8 leg hit on the safe plays. So the safe plays, my reads yesterday on the safe was good. And we got 2 tickets that hit. So I hope you tell that. Let me know in the comments. As of the day, it was nobody. It was a solid ass day for pitchers. Nobody really like had no 0 or 1K performance. And like I said, everybody that I faded went over. So if anybody was the ass of the day, I guess it would be me for picking some blow picks on the unders. Um, our pitcher of the day, it was Bryce Miller. Like, bro, I faded the guy. 5.2 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, no walks, 11 Ks, bro. Could not believe it. Oh, way overperformed. He did let up 2 home runs, but shout out to him. Pitcher of the day. My pick of the day, I'm going with Walker Buehler under and Sandy Alcantara over. Buehler is facing the Royals and Alcantara is facing the Tigers. And we're going to talk about it in our breakdown of the why. Um, once we take a look at it, I broke down all the games already. Trying something new here. Hope it works or does better picks wise. But here we go. Let's move this out the way. If you were to play all the safe ass plays again from the projections, it's a 9 leg parlay, 863 odds. If you were to take all the unders, it's plus 7,652. All the overs, you got 202, 487,000 odds. Um, all overs and unders, you get the idea. But if you put some lottery on it, And like, look for here, for instance, right here, down here, um, the all overs and unders. It's 19 legs. You throw $1 on there, we're getting $136,000. So, you know what I mean? It's a lottery, but hey, dollar in a dream, baby. It could happen. You know what I mean? Same thing with the projections. Now there's more than 25 pitchers, but you know what I mean? I took a couple out here and there to make the 25. Once again, throw $1 on there, bam, we rich. Um, so it's just some ideas to do with the projections, you know what I mean? Like I say, you concoct your own stuff and you should be able to hit. I'm giving you, or I try to give you at least 60%, you know what I mean, of good projections to where, you know what I mean, you can make some good props with. And with, the total stat lines, you should be able to do your thing. Now here we go. We got our pick six, two overs, two unders, two safe ass plays. All right. Once again, we got Walker Buehler with the under. Faded him. Um, Joining him with the under is Luis Gil in New York. I faded him as well. I don't think he's gonna, you know, I don't think he's gonna do anything. So hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna write this down. Gil and Buehler. We fading. Move this stuff out the way. All right. Next up for the safe, I got Jonah Tong and Castillo. So Buehler and Gil under Tong Castillo with the safe 5 and 6. And then for the overs, I'm going with Singer and Verlander to go over. Singer. All right. Let's get into it. Why? First, we got to look at, let's see, we got to look at the pitcher total stats here. Let's open this up and break it down. Select all. Here's the complete breakdown, including my good, neutral, and bad markers. Give me some idea, right? Um, so let's flip this over here. And let's go to all the overs. And we're going to take a look at that. And for my green here, right? This is a nice little thing. You see for the green, all green or mostly green, right? Singer. He had some of the best readings. Him and Rogers, Trevor Rogers, had like, I feel were my strongest as far as projections, everything looked good. Data backed it up. Those two were my strongest. But for the overs, we took Singer and Verlander. So let's check it out. We got a nice list there. You got DeGrom on that list, Alcantara. Like I said, he's going over against the Tigers. Uh, but first, yeah, let me get into Alcantara since he is part of the pick of the day. Uh, I'm going to start with Alcantara of why the over, since we already on the overs. His line is at 5.5. Now we're already on the last 5 games, and if you look here, it's pretty solid. He just had 4 against Philly, 6 against the Mets, 7 against Atlanta, 9 against the Cardinals, 7 against Boston. There is no head-to-head history. And for the season, he's only 29%. We slap on the filters. And the filter still didn't like it. So it's like, well, hey, why did you pick that? Um, well, I'm looking here, recent starting pitchers versus the Tigers. You got Schlittler, Rodon, Will Warren. They all like at least five, right? Davis Martin and Martin Perez. I kind of it's no really excuse here, but like this is a division rival. So it's like, man, they know they see each other a lot. So you can see why he didn't go over, or the pitchers from Chicago didn't go over. But you got New York pitchers went over anyway. Uh I looked at his last 5 games and I'm like, man, he's been solid. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got 4 against the Phillies. Um, my concerns with Alcantara was, hmm, I guess his earned runs, because I'm looking at this, you know what I mean? It's pretty solid. Like his last outing against Philly, he had 4. Other than that, it was like 1, maybe 2. You know what I mean? His hits was looking good. 7 against Philly, concern. I don't think the Tigers get to him like that. I don't know. They could, you know. Um, Same thing with the home runs. He could give up a home run. What I did like is the fact that he's a 6 inning plus guy, right? That factored into my decision. Um, and if he's going 6 innings, bro, he'll get at least 6 Ks. He'll get one an inning. You know what I mean? Like if he's seeing Riley Green twice or 3 times, bro, he will get 2 Ks out of Riley by his damn self. Anyway, Tiger strike out a lot. Um, his last 5 looked good, and he's been decent. He's been, you know what I mean? So I like the over for Alcantara. I like it. Uh, Next up, we had Walker Buehler in the under. Let's look at Buehler. Um, because his stats are not here because he got released and then picked up by Philly. Boston released him. So that why did they release him? Did they have too many pitchers? No, it's because he's been kind of trash, bro. Let's look at his game logs. Back in August here, we're looking at August. Um, his earned runs 3, 4, 2, 2. The home runs 1, 2, 1. The walks though 3, 2, 4, 4. You know, his strikeouts 4, 3, 4, 2. So I'm looking at that, and that's the last month he was, playing. Um, Anywhere from 4 to 6 innings. He's given up at least 4 hits. The earned runs was a concern, the home runs and the walks. All right. Most he got was 4 strikeouts. It was against the Padres and Baltimore. All right. Padres, okay. That was a good outing to get 4 against the Padres. But he's coming back from a break, and he's supposed to get 4 against Kansas City. And I just don't see it. Kansas City, um, number 1 in strikeouts. They're the best batting team. And Walker Buehler is going to come back and get 4. He could. I just don't see it. I don't see it. So that was my reasoning for the pick of the day. Let's go back to the safe ass parlay. So that explains 2 legs of it. Walker Buehler, and no, that's just one actually. Buehler, we checked off. Let's do this. Where is it at? My snipping tool. There it is. Boom. Just bring it over here. Buehler, check. Next up, Jonah Tong. He was part of the safe ass list. Um, we'll just go in order of the bet. It'll be back and forth, but all right. Jonah Tong. His line is at what is his line at? I think it's at 5.5. MLB. Let's look up Jonah. His line is at 5.5. All right, him and DeGrom's line is at 5.5. Not a lot. Look, he only pitched 2 games, guys. And in those 2 games, he got 6. He faced Cincinnati and Miami. Now he's facing Texas. I looked at his 2 games. He's going 5 innings. He got 6 Ks in both. Earned runs, he got 4 against Cincinnati, 1 against Miami. That is a concern. The earned runs, especially with him only pitching 2 games and his last game being his worst game, where he had 3 hits and they all were home runs in 6 innings, though. 4 walks. So he had a shit game last game, but he's going 5 innings. He seems to get Ks, and that's why I went with the safe ass 5. I said, I don't think he'll go over against Houston. He could, Texas. Where is Texas? They right there. But Tong has been throwing Ks. So I don't think he'll get 6. He should get 5. So that's a little spicy, but Jonah Tong, I'm just going off. He's been getting the Ks, bro. Uh, Gil under. Why are we fading Gil? Well, mostly because this is a division rival. They know him. And if we look up Gil, what was the concern with him is, let's check it out. Is his walks. Is his walks. Everything else looked good, though. Like if you see here, earned runs is low. 4 hits, that's good. 4 hits is about average. 3, 4, anything over than that is like, that's when you start to concern. Not really giving up home runs, 5 innings. It's the walks. Not only is it the walks, it's the walks, and you facing a division rival. Let's look at the head-to-head. In 3 games, if you see here, his line is at 5.5. Oh no, it's not. It's at 4.5. And if you see here, 2 times he went over. That was last year. This year, most recent outing, back in the end of August, almost a month ago, he only got 3 Ks in 5 innings with 4 hits, no home runs, 5 walks. So this is the head-to-head here, and the earned runs look good. He's only given up 1 earned run, 4 hits. It's the walks. And with walks, you're not getting Ks. So I look at his last 5. He just got 1 against Toronto, 7 against the White Sox, 5 against Washington. There goes that Boston game, and 4 against the Cardinals. So that's okay. Let's look at the last 10. And it seems like against tougher teams, he struggles. Now, the 7 against the White Sox, and the White Sox recently been good. That, Washington's been ass. The 7 against Houston and Washington, all right. Good job. But yeah, uh, he got his earned runs under control because it was bad for a while. You look at his hits, Okay. Consistent 3-4. Not bad. But it's the walks. These walks are nasty. And those are going to take away from his Ks. I looked at the last meeting. Um, he only got three. I just don't see him getting five. That's all against Boston. He might get four. I just don't see the five. That's all. Um, Spicy, maybe. Yeah, but yeah, out of all the unders, um, that one I felt like, was like I guess the spiciest maybe. I don't know. Boyd, I'm fading Boyd. Who is he playing? Matthew Boyd. Why am I fading Boyd? Oh, he's playing Tampa. Um, let's check him out real quick. Even though he's not on the list, you say, well, you fading Boyd? Yeah, I'm fading Boyd. What was it I didn't like about Boyd? Oh, yes, here it is right here. That's why. Okay. Tampa, you give Tampa 6, 7 hits, bro, you're not gonna get 6 Ks. So that was my logic there, real quick. Um, all right. So we got Gil. Let's talk about Brady Singer and his over against the Athletics. Do I need to say any more? Singer against the Athletics. All right. Um, 5.5 is the line. Let's go to strikeouts. Over. All right. For the season, 43%. We slap on filters. They didn't like it. So it's 2 strikes against them. And we go head to head. And it's like, oh, even though this was last year, 9 Ks, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 6 hits, no home runs with 1 walk. I say, okay, head to head looks good, even though everything else don't. Let's look at his last 5 games. We got 5 against the Mets, 8 against the Cardinals, 9 against Arizona, 4 against the Angels, and 6 against Philly. So I'm like, come on, man, he just got 5 against the Mets, bro. He'll get 6 against the Athletics. Where are they? Here they go. Where ATH, boom, 20th in the last month. Not, they improved, but yeah, let's go. He got 9 against them. He'll get 6. It's not good logic, but 9 against them last time and just got 5 against the Mets, bro. Come on, man. Let's go. Brady Singer over. Next up, we got Luis Castillo with the safe ass 6 against the Angels. We just talked about the Angels. Let's go. Castillo, safe ass 6. Let's check him out. Strikeouts, at least. Now, this is wow. Is this? Oh shit. I'm like, what? What am I'm so blowed. I'm looking at his last 5, like, damn, why did I? But that's Jose Castillo. We need Luis Castillo. There we go. I was like, what? Bro, I know I didn't. All right. Here's his last 5. 6 against Atlanta, 5 against Tampa, 6 against the Padres, 2 against Philly. I don't know what happened there. And 5 against the Mets. For the season, his line is at 6.5. For the season, 14%. They just fade in the Angels, bro. Home games, matchup grade. Right? Even then, it's like, he doesn't get over 6. So I was like, okay. I don't see many over 6s here in the season, right? So I'm like, okay. Last 5. Yeah, you see that? He's not getting over 6, bro. Uh, it's possible, but then I was like, all right, he's not getting over six. Uh, I like six. All right. Recent starting pitchers versus the Angels. You got Bryce Miller with 11, Taj Bradley, Zebby Matthews, Shane Woods Richardson, and Castillo is like, just as good as Shane Woods Richardson or Severino. You know what I mean? So I feel like he'll get the six. Castillo is not all bad, you know. Um, let's see. Let's look at my safe ass list here, or just go to the six, and that'll be him. See, he's not all bad. Like his earned runs, hits allowed, not giving up home runs. He pitches 6 innings. He's giving up 2 walks, but this is what made me say, all right, he's in the game long enough to get the Ks, and he's not giving up the runs to get him out the game. So it's like he's doing his job. You know what I mean? Like I said, last five. Oh shit! And that was head to head. That wasn't even his last five. This is his head to head against the Angels. I'm like, okay, 5-5. He'll get six this time. Um, let's see, what is five? The five odds, in case you don't want to go with that, and you just want to go with the safe ass five. Um, let's see what that is. It's nasty. It's nasty odds. Even the six that minus 400. So it's like they really expect him to go over. I don't know. But that minus 1100 is nasty. So it's either you fade him, go with the six, or the over. You know what I mean? Those are your choices. But I feel like he should get the six. He should. And last up, we got Verlander with the over against the Dodgers. Let's check Verlander out. His line is at 4.5. Um, hmm. For the season, 60%. We slap on some filters. Home games, matchup grade. It likes it. So far, everything's going good for Verlander. What about the head-to-head? There is no head-to-head. But let's look at the most recent starting pitchers, what they doing. Kyle Freeland, 5. German Marquez, he's just trash. Chase Dollander, Trevor Rogers, Kremer, Skeens, Ashcraft. Didn't get it. Fott did. Zach Gallen, Ladoto, Pavetta. All right. We look at Verlander's last 5 games. It's great. I was like, wow, he's been great with at least 4 Ks. And that was against the Padres. All right. So my silly dumb logic was like, oh shit. Man, if he getting these are solid teams here, guys. These not just trash teams. Verlander still got a little bit of gas in the tank. He used to be a Tiger. I know a little bit about Verlander. And I think he'll get 5 against the Dodgers. Um, yeah. It was like, okay, yeah, he'll get 5 easily, I feel, yeah. And let's look at Verlander on the breakdown here. Over. Um, oh, it's over 4.5. Verlander. Yeah. It all aligned. Earned runs, hits. He's not giving up home runs. He's giving you 5 innings and 1 walk. So, my projections red, green on it. Let's go. Verlander over. Right. And yeah, that will complete the pick six that I chose today. You can make up your own. You can pick whatever, you know what I mean? But the projections are there. If you made it this far, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're gonna play. Like I said, you can join the Dub Club, use code UNK, UNK, you get half off your first month, and the YouTube executive tier. Link is in the description. Happy Friday, and yeah, let's get this money.